Today we are talking about oils and children. So I'll be pulling out my Dr. Mom hat and putting it on and getting ready to share some great information, tips and tricks with you. So come on, let's get going. Hey there, it's Dana Mitchell and I want to welcome you to Master Essential Oils Podcast. This is the place that we get together and we chat about the things I've learned, what I love about essential oils, and I give you tips and tricks on how to use them. You can find me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/masteroils, or find me on my website at www.masteressentialoils.com. Now, if you find this podcast helpful, please share it. I would love to share information with anybody who is interested in essential oils. And if you have found me on any of the different podcast platforms, I would love a thumbs up if you think this information is helpful. Thank you so much for being here. So let's get started. Today we're talking about how to use essential oils with your children. And this is an important topic for all of us who are essential oil users, because kiddos have some special needs and considerations when it comes to using essential oils. So this topic is very important to me because one of the reasons I got into oils is because of my daughter. And as her body has changed, as she's grown, I have used different oils. I've used them in different ways. So I wanted to give you a little bit of information about the special things to consider when using essential oils with kids. We're going to talk about the ways to use the oils with your kiddos, oil safety and carrier oils, what those are and why you need them. We'll talk about how to check out sensitivity issues when it comes to kiddos and oils. And then I'll give you a couple of recipes that you can try at home. So there are 3 ways that I'm going to suggest to you that you can use oils with kiddos. The first is aromatic, and that is using your diffuser, putting drops of oil, and that could be a single oil, a blend, or it could be multiple oils that you select, putting that in with water in a oil diffuser and diffusing it into the air. That way you all can benefit at one time, which is awesome. Why would you want to do this? So using oils aromatically helps elevate everybody's mood or helps to calm down. And so depending on the oil that you're using, that can elicit different types of impact on the mood. So things like lemon, orange, other citrus, adaptive blend, those can help to elevate or stabilize a mood, where something like vetiver or serenity or lavender would help to calm down the mood. Diffusing also helps to eliminate impurities in the air, helps support breathing. This is a great way to air out and to clean the air in a room after children have been there playing, whether it's because they've gotten hot and you need to deodorize, or because you found out that another kiddo who was there playing had some type of cold or flu or something going on. So that can help to clean the air, clean germs, and improve the environment. Another way you can use oils aromatically would be to create a spray bottle with water and oils, and you can use it to spray a room, you can mist a pillow, you can spray out book bags, sports bags, or it could be that you apply oil to some type of aromatic jewelry and create a personal diffuser that a child could wear out throughout the day. The second way I suggest using oils with kiddos is topically, and that would be applying an oil to the child's body wherever it's needed. And if you don't know where to put it on either the feet, where there are the largest pores in the body. It helps to accelerate the use of the oil all the way through quickly. Or you could put it on the backs of their wrists or down their spine. So Ways to use oils topically could be using in a roller bottle. And my brand that I love, doTERRA, already has oils that are for kiddos. They have special blends for kids, and they're diluted at the appropriate level for kiddos. Or you can make your own roller, and you would apply into a roller bottle. You would drop a couple of drops of oil. You would add a carrier oil, and I like to use fractionated coconut. And then you secure the roller top on top of the bottle. Always, always, always dilute oils for children and babies and those with sensitive skin. I like to use, like I said, fractionated coconut, and I'll talk more in a minute about what a carrier oil is and why you use it. You can apply these oils with a roller to the bottoms of the feet or the spine, like I mentioned. You could add oils to bath salts and then put them in the bath water. And that is a great way to help with calming. You could add oils like lavender or vetiver to a salt and then put that in the bath. Like I said, doTERRA has pre-diluted touch oils is what they're called, and that means they're already diluted with a carrier. And there is also a kids line, so that is easy, so that you don't have to figure out what type of recipe or what oil is good for what. The kids line is already there for you. And those have been compiled in a set based on mind, body, and heart. So the blends are amazing. And adults can use them too. So when you invest in oils, you think, oh gosh, I can only use them for my child. What if they don't like them? Well, I use my daughter's oils. So there's a blend called Tamer, and that is great for digestion. And I use that all the time on myself because I prefer that smell with a little bit of spearmint in it versus some of the other blends. Another way you can use oils topically is hand sanitizer. On Guard is the blend for killing things, bacteria, viruses, and all that kind of stuff, and helps build your immune system. So On Guard is now in a hand sanitizer by doTERRA, and that is amazing because you're getting a little bit of that benefit of the On Guard for immune building, and you're cleaning surfaces, cleaning hands, cleaning book bags in one fell swoop. So I love that. Another one is the Breathe Vapor Stick. This is the blend called Breathe, which is great to assist in clear breathing for those stuffy nose days or when the things are blooming outside. I like to have my daughter apply it to the backs of her ears, on the bottoms of her feet, and it comes in many different ways, different delivery methods, if you will. But the vapor stick is so super easy for kids. You hand it to them, it's in like a gel. The essential oil is kind of blended in a gel, and they can use it, rub it on themselves, and boom, you're done. That also helps to empower them that they are making some choices and deciding about using oils. Now, some people use oils internally if they have a brand that is approved to use internally. But no, using oils internally for kiddos, especially if you don't know what the brand is and where the oils come from. So we're not going to talk about that on today's podcast. That's more for adults using oils that they know as for a fact the oils can be used internally. So no use of oils internally with kiddos. The last way that you can use oils is cleaning and disinfecting. So I don't know if you have the same problem that I do or did. Thankfully, my daughter is a little bit older. But anytime we had a play day, it felt to me like the whole place needed to be hosed down. And so essential oils is a great way to do that because you know exactly what you are spraying on the surfaces that your kids end up touching and then putting their fingers in their mouth. And then that way you're not concerned about chemicals and what is going in their little bitty bodies. So I like to use essential oils in a spray bottle, something like lemon or melaleuca or a blend like On Guard is a great way to add to a cleaning method that you can feel confident that your kids are going to be safe even if they ingest that through their fingertips. On Guard also comes in a concentrate, which is A great way that you can fill a bucket with water, put a little bit of the concentrate in it, and then you can soak toy pieces, you can wipe things down, all the little chairs and tables and all the things that kiddos like to lay on and touch and eat off of. That is a way that you can clean and disinfect those. So now that I gave you some ideas of how to use oils with kiddos, let's talk about oil safety. Very important when you're using essential oils for anybody, but especially with kids. So always check the label to make sure that you understand how to use a certain oil. And doTERRA, the brand that I love, has on it the different ways you can use it, aromatically, topically, internally. And like I said, oils in the kids line already come pre-diluted. But if you're using oils that are not diluted, always, always, always dilute oils with a carrier. So a carrier oil is something like fractionated coconut or the thick coconut, almond oil, grapeseed extract, all kinds of different carriers. And in a pinch, if you had nothing else that you could use, olive oil is a thick oil, and it doesn't absorb as well, and it does have an aroma itself, but that also is a carrier oil. You could always use unscented lotion, which could be a carrier. So what you're doing is you're putting the essential oil in something else that helps carry that oil into the skin for absorption. Now, other tips about safety is please store your oils out of reach of your kids. The bottles are small, they look like they could be toys, and you just don't want them to get a hold of the oil and ingest a whole lot of it, or dump it down the drain, or spill it all over your couch, because boy, you just cannot get that out. So make sure that you store them safely out of the way, and have a conversation with your kids and say, hey, this is mommy's special oil and I use these because I know how to use them with you, and make sure they understand that that is for an adult to use and not for kiddos. Never put oil directly in ears, eyes, or nose. I've heard other people from other brands talk about putting oils inside the ears. Do not do that. That is not a good idea. So another good rule that I like to remember using oils, but also especially with kids, is less is more. And you can use it just more often than you would an over-the-counter type medication. So if we're talking about an issue like ear pain, you could use tea tree oil, 1 drop diluted in maybe a teaspoon of a carrier, and rub that around the ear bone, not in, around. And you could go down even towards the jawline, and you could use that every couple of hours. And so that will help in an antibacterial way. And if you add a little bit of lavender to that, 1 drop of lavender in your little mix, that'll help with pain. Okay, let's talk about a couple of suggestions as we wrap up, to give you ideas of how you can use different oils for your kids to help them with maybe focus, maybe when they're studying. Peppermint, orange, that's a great blend to diffuse. Basil, adaptive is another idea that a lot of people are having success with. That is a blend, and it has been amazing for focus and for the calming properties. So that could be used at night. If you have a kiddo that has excess energy and they just cannot settle or they cannot sit, you may try that. You could put that on the back of their neck or on their feet. Blends for motivation. Something to diffuse would be black pepper, 1 drop, frankincense, 2 drops, bergamot, 1 drop, and Douglas fir, 1 drop. Another blend would be grapefruit, 3 drops, lime, 2 drops, and Douglas fir. There's tons of blends that doTERRA already has together. So something like cheer has a very good uplifting Aroma. Motivate is awesome. I use that myself when I'm trying to get things done. Citrus Bliss is one of my favorites. I diffuse that in my office every day so that it cleans the air. It's got a beautiful citrus aroma, and it just makes you smile, makes you feel good. So I get questions about sleep, which is exactly the reason why I got into oils, was helping sleep issues for my daughter and for all of us. So evaluating diet, caffeine intake, sugar, all of the dyes and preservatives. Look at supplements. Are they getting all the vitamins and nutrients that they need? And then different oils that you could diffuse at bedtime. And these would be oils that help process through the limbic system when you smell, and it helps the emotional centers of the brain. So something like Serenity, which is a blend of lavender, vetiver, and some other sleep oils. It's really, really good. Lavender by itself is amazing. Balance is a blend that helps ground and kind of get your body ready for sleep. Cedarwood is another one that people have a lot of success with. But one thing I like to do is I let her choose what she wants to diffuse. And she has come up with some really interesting mixes, but I think that kids are really intuitive and they have a way to figure out what they need, and they can't articulate that to us. So try it. You could put 5 or 6 oils out, let them smell them. You could use blends. And if they are drawn to one type of blend versus another, then try to diffuse that. Now, kids don't know about oils to the detail that we do. So I would suggest not putting out Serenity during the day to let them choose from that, or vetiver or Roman chamomile. I would pick citrus oils that would be uplifting, help with the mood, help with focus. One of my favorite things that my daughter and I used to do when she was younger is we would make homemade aroma dough. And there's a recipe on my website, so you can go and check it out. And if you make your homemade Play-Doh, you put essential oils in it. So as they're working with the dough, they are releasing the aroma into the air. So we used to play around with adding peppermint to a blue dough, lemon to a yellow dough, and then we would add in different blends. And that was real fun. We would do that together and then store it in a plastic bag. After a while, you're going to have to just let it go because all the moisture will create an issue. So just keep an eye on that. But that's one of my best and favorite tips. Okay, so I have given you so much information that your brain is probably about to explode. So let's boil it down. I'm going to give you homework, and this will make it easy. So pull out maybe 3 oils, call your kiddos into the room, and let them smell them and make it a game. Ask them what they smell. Do they smell flowers? Do they smell spices or woods? And get them to tell you in descriptive words what it is they smell. And then start talking about, well, how does it make them feel? And then wait a few minutes and see, how do you feel now? So if this is something that you're into, essential oils, then get your kiddos involved. They can help you make roller bottles. They can help you make sprays. They can help select oils for your diffuser. So oils are universal, and they are great for people of all ages. So if you found this information helpful, I am super excited about that, and I would love to hear from you on my Facebook page. And that is at www.facebook.com/masteroils. And if you are looking to buy some doTERRA oil, I am your girl. Go to my website at www.masteressentialoils.com, and I have all the information you need to connect with me, and we can get you started right away. Thanks so much, and I appreciate you being here and sharing your time with me, and hope you have a great day.